All right, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome, guys. Welcome to Sunday Night Charts, Jim of all trades. See if I can get my picture up on the screen here. 1 second, and activate. There it is. There I am in all of my glory. Sorry about my shoes all in the background. All right, hope you guys are doing well. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, I had to get him out of the way. I don't want him in the picture the whole time. It'd bother me. All right, there it is. Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to jump in and look at Bitcoin, see what she's doing, see where she's going, and talk about the possibilities, things to be ready for, things to watch out for. All right, and we'll just chat everything crypto and see what's going to happen. All right, guys, don't forget, I am not here to be your financial advisor. I am not such a person. I'm a crypto trader and a Forex trader, and I show you my perspective from an Elliott wave perspective. So that's what we're going to do. All right, hope you guys are excited to be here, and let's jump in. Let me just say hi to everybody who's here. Hey, what's up, Vincent? Glad you made it by. Glad you're off to be with me tonight. Good to have you, man. There's Imran. What's up? John Sager. Hey, man, long-time watcher. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, buddy. And then there's Salad Bar and Bobby Blanchard. What's up? Everybody's trickling in, getting set, getting ready to rock. Let me know it's good audio and video, guys. Just to make sure everything looks good. Everything looks good on my end, but just let me know it looks good on your end. Hey, Hector. What's up, bud? Bonjour, David. What's up, man? How's it going, David? Hope you're doing well. All right. Wait for somebody to confirm the audio and video. What's up? Oh, sick puppy, man. Where you been, man? Been a long time. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Looks good. Sounds good. All right. Cool. All right. Well, we're going to jump in. I'm just going to get right to the analysis here, guys. Going to get right here. Hey, Redskins got a win today. Commanders got a nice win. Taylor Heineke, I like that dude a lot. I don't mind Carson Wentz either. He's just not performing very well. Feel bad for the guy, but I want him to do well because I think he's a good dude. He's a Christian brother. But anyway, Taylor Heineke, I like him as well. I like his moxie on the field. Got a good W over Green Bay today, and my fantasy team has also got a W today, pretty much locked in. So that's doing all right. Hey, I'm a lurker. Hey, Big John. Big John. Big John. Isn't there a song? Big John. All right. There's Ewo. IWO, IWO, whoa. At least it's not the NWO. What's up, Clenzy? What's up, man? All right, there's 42 of you, only 16 likes. Hook me up, guys. Let the YouTube know. Let the YouTubes know you like the stream. All right, guys. Johnny English. Hello, sir. Good to see you, sir. Glad you made it. All right, I'm going to get to the analysis, guys. Hello to everybody. Evo. Okay, gotcha, Evo. Awesome. All right, let's see what's happening, see where price is going, see where you might have a trade setup working. I'll be honest with you, this chart did not give you much of a trade setup if you missed this entry here. And there was a lot of confluence for a long down here. I missed it personally and didn't like this pullback for an entry long, so I didn't take that long. In fact, I took the weekend off. I didn't do any trading. But let's just look back at this setup here because it was actually not a bad setup. Okay, if you draw a channel here, you'll notice that, man, between the first two hits, we came and hit it to the T. We also came down. We retraced to the 618 retrace. And let's see what else. There was something else confluent there. Oh, I think there was the one-to-one extension of the initial move. I mean, you can't have any prettier of a setup to go long here. It's really not. It doesn't get any prettier than that. Then coming down to 18.7 range and taking that. So that was a nice long. I actually didn't take it. I guess there. I don't know. Why didn't I take it? Because I didn't see the confluence here of that channel. I don't think I had that channel drawn during that. And then basically this pump, I had a really hard time counting it. And this 3-wave move, not a great pullback to get that kind of a pump. So anyway, so that said, the fact that we've pumped like this today, that was a surprising move for me today. It was pretty. It was a bit too pretty, and it's got me wondering. But nevertheless, we've broken out. We've broken out of the corrective box here, and it's looking good for potentially the upside here. We got the pump. I mean, we talked about the ETH. How many of you guys saw my my Ethereum video last Monday? Talked about the pump that was coming, and the first thing I said, looking for a dump first and then a pump, and certainly that's exactly what has played out. So this is in fact, Ethereum doesn't look finished. It doesn't look complete. It doesn't look done. So there's a good chance, guys. We continue. We need to flag out a little bit probably, and then continue on making our way up. Potentially, that's what's at stake right now at where we are on the chart. We had a nice reversal here potentially with a 3-wave pullback. I don't know how you can't get much better than that. You really can't. All right, so let's talk about potential counts here. What my bias is, and let's just develop a look at a neutral look at the market, and then come up with a trading bias and look at the invalidations as well. So that being said, let's look at Bitcoin first. Okay. Let's clear my chart. Boom. There it is. One thing you got to understand, guys, about my videos as well is I didn't give you that ETH setup after it pumped on you. Okay? I didn't give it to you after the fact. I actually gave you the setup when this had to come down for another wave. Okay, I said, hey, watch out for this dump here, and then we're looking for 3-wave move back down to this region, and then up we go. That was basically what I drew on Monday's chart. So you're not going to get the kind of videos that like Crypto Kirby will do when he'll share he'll share right after the pump he'll bring a video and say it's pumping. I try to give you setups when I see them and when they're high probability as well. But anyway, let's look at the overall count in this structure, because this is trash. This right here was a very trashy area, and it still is. But I'll show you what I'm seeing, and we'll go from there. All right. So what I am potentially looking at here is there's a couple ways to count this, okay? And it just really depends on the way you're seeing this wave, okay? So first off, I'm pretty certain that this is a 3-wave move, okay? I'm pretty certain that's 3 waves. All right. I'm also pretty certain fairly certain. This is probably my number one idea at the moment right now, because I'm bullish right now because the wave structure is looking bullish right now, okay? I'm bullish because the wave structure is bullish. But I'm going to show you something to watch out for. There's a trick that could be coming, but I don't think so. But I want to at least tell you the possibility of it. Okay. All right. I think that's a three-wave move here. Okay. And I think that C wave finished right here. It was basically a kind of a truncated fifth wave, but that's the fifth wave of C. It did come to a 786 extension, so it's a fine extension. All right. It did come to the 786. All right. So that's fine. All right. Now, if that's three waves, we'd be looking for 5 waves to the upside. Okay. We'd be looking for 5. We got a 1, 2 here. We're looking at making the next one. We'd get another 1, 2, and probably get some kind of a 3, 4, and a 5 up here. That's what this count is implying. And we get some kind of an A, B, C. Now that's not a definite, guys. So I don't want you to go away from the live and say, okay, there it is. I don't have to watch anymore, because we've got to talk about some key things that are on the chart. It's not so crystal clear that that's the count. In fact, it looks too clear, and I'll talk about some other possibilities here that you need to be aware of. There are bearish counts here and bearish moves that you need to be aware of, okay? So I'm just going to warn you about those, all right? Now, first off, let me see here. I need to get a small time frame. Sorry about that. Yes, I just need to have a chart where I can pop in and look at the small time frame, see what it's doing in the 1 minute chart. Because I'm looking for an entry for a short, potentially, but maybe we just got to see what the wave structure does. So, all right. So that's the bullish count. That's a bullish count where you get a flat, and this wave could take a much bigger move to the upside. So long might be the bias. I mean, based on that count. The problem is on the 2-hour chart, you see we're hitting overbought here pretty good. We're hitting overbought, but it's not the kind of overbought that it can't continue up. It could go a lot higher, okay, especially if we get a big pump. However, in fact, we could get a small pullback and then a continuation move to the upside. So we have to watch. You have to watch the small time frames as well. Watch for a hidden bullish divergence on the 5 minute. We got hidden bull working, in fact, right now. So we got to pay attention to this as a 3-way move to the downside, and then maybe continuation. So we got to watch out for a continuation move. But they may not make it that simple, because this is looking very 5-wave-ish here. Okay, so we get 3-way pullback. They may continue it, or they may make it more complex. And in doing that, they'll run it up like this, 5-wave it down, and then continue on. Okay, so they'll play the breakout traders to the upside. They'll take you out, and then they'll go your way. That's pretty much how Bitcoin likes to move. So that's a potential bullish play that you might want to watch and see here. So once this finishes 3 waves to the downside, once that's finished, you might look for a larger. It's going to take a while to play. It's going to play around overnight, but it might go up in 3 waves here, break in the top, small time frame play, and then come down really fast at New York Open tomorrow morning, and then shoot on up again. After continue pumping once you get that dump there. So watch for that kind of a play here. Okay, that's a potential move. That said, let's go back to. Oh, look at that! Look at that dump. Boom. Boom. That's excellent, actually. So that's the bearish look I wanted to talk about. We need to talk about this because There's some bears. So there's your bullish count. Let me try to get through this because they're kind of pumping the market both ways here. So let me show you what the bearish count is. Now, this is possible that we could have what's called a 1, 2, 1, 2 to the downside. Okay, in which case we'd be looking for more downside. That's actually a very big move coming to the downside. All right. Now, I'm not a huge fan of that because of the Ethereum chart. I'm not a big fan of that count. Okay. In fact, let's look at the small time frame here. Let me pull the fibs on this. Not the best hidden bull I've ever seen, but it's there. Let's see, that's 5 minute. 1 minute. It's pretty strong. Yeah, let's see if this... It's a pretty decent hidden bull. You got a move like that, and a move like that, and it's continuation. You got 3 waves here in the RSI. You got 3 waves here in price. That could be a 3-way pullback. And you get a continuation wave to the upside. Let's see. Let's see if that continues down and breaks this low. Okay. Or if this has a bit of a reversal here. So that's what's at stake here. All right, I'm kind of ignoring the chat here, so I'm just kind of talking and ignoring the chat here. All right, so the ETH chart doesn't give the same sense as a 1-2-1-2 because this high it's just more like a 1-2, really. But it's very truncated here. That's the 4-hour chart. Yeah. And I'm not a big fan of the extension here. It's not a big fan of that extension. Let's look at it on the line chart. The line chart. Go to the 1 hour. Line chart extension's not too shabby. Still kind of the 786. This looks reverse. I'm telling you guys, this looks like a reversal here. The reason I say that is, I mean, if you look at this is the 4-hour chart here. This is very 3-wave-ish. It looks like it finished right here. Looks like it finished right here. And now this is a 1-2 to the upside. So, I mean, the ETH chart gives me the sense, hey, I'm reversing, but dang, I'm hesitant. I'll be honest with you. Very hesitant. Trying to be as neutral as possible. We're very overbought, I should say. 5-wave. 3-wave. See, that's 3. See, this isn't done. My family's coming in, so. All right. Family coming in from the store, guys. One, two to the downside, but ETH doesn't look like that, so that's a problem. That's problematic for me. However, it is possible that ETH could be making making a flat here, an expanded flat. This is the tricky move, where you have 3 waves to the downside. You got 3 up, and then you get a 5-wave move down. You get some kind of crappy move like that, and then it goes. Okay. So watch out. I don't think that's going to play, but that would allow an impulse down like this would allow the RSI to reset bullishly. Okay, and it would take out some stops. It could come down here, but it probably won't. Probably be a running flat, and then continue on to the upside. So I'd watch out for something. Watch out for that move right there, because that's a potential play. Okay. Same goes for Bitcoin, where you have an ABC down, an ABC to the upside, and then we come down for another ABC or a 5-wave move. Let me see if it came back 90%. Did this come back 90%? Did not come 90%. So we'd really have to call it a WXY. Where we got W, there's the X wave, looking for Y down here. Okay. If in which case, if you got such a move, you're looking down here at 18K again. Now, and that's going to go down in 3 waves. It's got to go down there in 3 waves. In other words, it's got to get down here in 3 waves. I don't think that's going to play, personally. I personally don't think that's going to play. I don't. Sorry, there's my volume. Watch out for this count nonetheless. I don't think it's going to play. It probably won't. We do need a bit of a correction here to reset the RSI on the higher time frames down to the 15-minute. I'd love to see the RSI reset to the downside here and get me some hidden bullish divergence. So probably make some kind of a move like this, reset, and then go. So I'd love to see some kind of something like that made so that it creates some hidden bull here, and then you got a nice trade setup to take long. So wait, be patient. There's going to be shenanigans trying to shake you out of trades, to test your position, to test your whatever you do. If you have a bad, if you're chasing the trade or not, they've got to take you out of it, right? So as far as Bitcoin is concerned, the little dive that we just got, it's 3 waves right now, guys. It's got a 3-wave shape to it. So I got 3 up here, 3 here, 3 there. It's not a bad long position, to be honest with you. I've got hidden bull. I've got hidden bull here on the 2-minute there. So not a horrible time to think about taking a long here on a continuation move to the upside. 5-minute, you got hidden bull working as well in the 5-minute. Boom, boom. You got a 3-wave shape here. They took out the lows. Looks like a nice 1-2 for a nice pump to the upside. That'd be my bias right now, guys. That's where I am. I would just be aware of the possibility for a dump here. But actually, I like the idea of it pumping in this range, to be honest with you. Okay. You got the sound back. I'm just making sure y'all can still hear me. Yeah, sorry, I was muted for a second, guys. Apologize. All right. So they like to do shenanigans around these kinds of levels. So what I would expect here, the chart is looking bullish to me. Okay, it looks bullish. I'm always weary, and I kind of think, guys, it probably needs to be bullish. I mean, the powers that be are probably a little bit more, aligned with probably pumping the market prior to the elections here in the U.S. I imagine the markets are probably going to pump prior to the elections. We got the DXY hitting major resistance. It's at a major trend line. It's probably going to dump at least temporarily for a little while. I think BTC is due for a good little pump. Now, is it where is it going? We'll talk about the long-term time frames over the next several months, but the way Bitcoin likes to pump, okay, right now it's got a three-wave shape. Okay, right now it's got a 5, you got a 3, you got a 5. Okay, it looks very one-to-one relationship. Okay, so it looks very three-wave-ish, and so you got to keep that in mind. We're at the one-to-one extension. We got a bit of a kind of a quick move to the downside here, but that move created hidden bullish divergence on the 5-minute. You've got the hidden bull and the 15-minute. It's there on the 15-minute as well. You see it right here, where from this peak there to that peak, and from this peak to that peak. That's hidden bullish divergence. That's letting you know that the momentum, the buyer's momentum, is not gone. There's probably a lot of buyers going to come in on this pump. It is a very, very bullish looking market right now, especially looking at Ethereum. Ethereum is looking very bullish, and so I'm seeing more upside. This is not a bad entry. I'm not giving you financial advice for my criteria for an entry. This is a decent entry for a short-term trade, because it's probably going to come down and retest this level again, more than likely. It's not just going to pump straight up. Let me show you the way Bitcoin generally pumps, okay? The way Bitcoin generally pumps. What it'll do is, we had this 5-wave move. That was super clear, right? And then we got this correction. We got this 3-wave correction. So it came down in 3 waves. What it'll probably do now is come up and work its way up in three waves. Now, this may take all night, okay? This may take into London, okay? So what they like to do is they're going to set a range. They set the range at early Asian. Now they set the bottom range, and they're going to stay in here for a while, all night probably, until London session. And then London and New York, they're going to pump it, okay? And they're probably going to come take the high out, okay? And they'll do it in 3 waves. Now they'll do it in 3 waves, generally speaking, okay? And in that 3-wave move, they'll break this high, breakout traders come in, and then they come crashing down in 5 waves very quickly, okay? And what that basically is a flat. It's a running flat or an expanded flat, depending on if this breaks the low or not. And they'll come down and make this flat. And what that'll do is it'll allow the RSI to reset, okay, on the 15-minute chart, where you'll still have this bullish divergence, this hidden bull. It'll reset down here, the RSI, on the 15-minute chart. So it'll pump, and we'll get this kind of move here, and then it'll dump. All right, keep that hidden bullish divergence going on the 15-minute, and let it get ready to go up for the next wave. Okay, so and it'll start moving again. So it'll start going one wave, it'll come back down like that, and people will be thinking, oh, there's a 1-2 to the downside, but really it'll just keep pumping to the upside like that, and break out of this range, and before you know it, you get a nice big candle back to the next range. It'll take you to the next area. So that's the way Bitcoin moves. More than likely, this indeed was a 3-wave pullback to this impulse wave, And now we've got a 1-2 on our hands, and we got another 1. We could have another 2 already built in. We could get a really big pump tonight. I mean, that's possible too, but more than likely, usually it'll go up, break it in 3 waves, hit the high, come down, make the flat, and then go later on, and take a lot more time than you think. Everybody's looking for Bitcoin just to go straight up, straight up, straight up, but the buyer momentum won't be there until they reset the RSI, so the buyers can come back in and get a discounted price at the right levels. So that's generally the way Bitcoin will pump bullishly for you. So there's your bullish idea for you. Same thing with Ethereum. I've kind of already drawn that for you. Let me just show you Ethereum. If it's bullish, more than likely, okay, what you've got here is you've got a 5 wave, a 3 wave, you got another 5 wave. Now we need to kind of come down in 3. Okay, so we might have already come down in 3. We start working our way up. It'll make another high. It might do something like that, a 3-wave move that it just kind of goes up bullishly, but it's actually a corrective move. It's 3 waves. You get kind of an impulse down, and this becomes a running flat, and then we continue on like so. That's the way Ethereum likes to move as well. So that's and that's the way the markets will pump for you. And then before long, you'll get a bigger correction. It'll do the same thing on a larger time frame and continue pumping. All right. So now, who knows where it's going to go? Let's talk about wave structure and where things might be going. Okay. So we talked about this pump in Ethereum in particular back on Monday. You said, okay, where could it go? Well, if it wants to get up and start going here, then what we've got is a potential A. And we've got a B wave potential right there. It's a B. We're looking for C now. All right. We're looking for this wave. Now, is it going to go straight there? No, the market never moves straight there. Okay. There is a lot of bearish divergence right now in the RSI and the high time frames, guys. I mean, I've got some pretty strong bearish divergence. Look at that right there. That's 8-hour. That's hidden bear divergence. So we've got some work to do on the smaller time frames of pumping, and we need pullbacks along the way so that divergence can be taken out. And it probably will be taken out, but nevertheless, that divergence is there. But so nothing's going to go straight up. Okay, we're looking for good entries. If you don't know where a good entry is, I'll teach you my strategy in my Discord. Love to have you in there. I've got a free course in my on my channel if you want to look for my Trading Night School playlist. If you want to understand how I enter trades and what things I look for and my indicators for to let me know that I'm looking for a long or looking for a trade here. So anyway, so we got a 5-wave move to the upside. I'm looking at a 3-wave pullback, and so I'm basically looking. The first is some kind of a 5-wave move up. That's point number 1. That's something that could play right now. That's a possibility, and so we could be starting a pump, a Christmas, a Christmas surprise here, and Christmas present for everybody in crypto. That might be what's happening here. In fact, it's a very, very likely that we have indeed bottomed and reversed. Okay, that's a strong likelihood based on the wave structure I'm seeing. I see this very strongly as a 3-wave move that's finished. We had a 5-wave move down here, and now we've got a 1-2, and now we're working on the upside count. All right, so I like long here, I do, but we just have to be cautious and careful because we could go down again. But again, my thinking is that we pump for the elections, and so this is the election pump. The stock markets are probably going to pump tomorrow, potentially. Okay, and this is looking good. And if it's not tomorrow, it'll be this week. In preparation for the November elections, and we might start seeing the next couple of weeks of bullishness, and that'll be all over the news. And hey, everything's great, the economy's great, and in an attempt to deal with the elections in some way. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. I've ignored you guys for a while here. Let's see here. Let's see. Hey, Jen, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. I've got a fever. More cowbell. Hey, Kenny, sleep's not great. It's not great, but thanks for asking. All right, so so not a whole lot of chat. I just wanted to read the chat, make sure I'm just not ignoring you guys completely. All right, let's talk about. I've kind of just shared the bullish picture and how I would expect price to go up on ETH and Bitcoin, and that's how price moves, guys. That's how price moves. All right, so watch the 15-minute chart. If you're looking for an entry, watch the 15-minute chart. It's one of the best charts to watch. Okay, we don't have any divergence here on Ethereum. We got a nice three-wave move to the downside on the 15-minute chart, and we've got some exaggerated bullish divergence here that that's looking pretty good. So this is looking ready for another pump to the upside. Now that pump might create a fifth wave, a wave 5, so to speak, here in Ethereum for that move, which would be followed. That pump would be followed by some kind of a 3-wave move to the downside, like so, where you got divergence here. It creates the divergence, and you've got to move back down to the downside, followed by more pumpy pump. So that's if we're bullish, that's the way we'd expect to see price action, probably moving with all likelihood, unless they have some ungodly and weird and crazy pump and planned for us. That's the way I would think about Ethereum and Bitcoin pumping. So let's now that I've shared let me give you some targets for the Ethereum setup here. So the Ethereum setup, let's just go to the 2 hour. Let me just pull the fibs here. Okay, we would expect some kind of impulse wave. I would expect something like this. And that would be just the beginning stages of this wave. Okay, be the beginning stages. Unless it just gets just absolutely crazy, we could come up to here, the 1618, pull back, and that could be the beginning. That could be like wave 1. So we got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Okay, so there's a possibility that you get some kind of impulse like that. Okay, so that's a shape of wave structure that you might see. Let me just check the small time frame. I got to keep track of the small time frame. Make sure that Bitcoin's doing what I want it to do. They may want to break the low one more time, create divergence here. We'll see if they go down again, take it down again or not. Okay. All right. Where was I? Was I talking about ETH? I was talking about ETH. Okay, so that's a wave structure. We also could get, if this is 5 waves, and so this is where it becomes difficult here. Because what was this initial wave? Was this initial wave an ABC, or was it 5 waves? Okay, so that's a question I don't have the answer to necessarily. But I tend to think it was 5 waves right now. I've got a 1, 2, I got 3 to there, 4 to there, and then 5 to there. It's not pretty. It is definitely not pretty, okay? But it's a count nonetheless. Now, if that's 5, and this is 3 to there, all right, then we're looking for 5 to go up. And we're in the process of working on that. Now, that's not the only structure we could get here, because we could simply get some kind of an A, B, C, all right, and then another A, B, C that comes down here again. And that takes a lot of time out of the market, guys. And that what that is a WXY. It's a double zigzag. Boom, boom, boom. You know they can't make it easy, like so easy that everybody just jumps in and so they can't. They've got to take it up, crazy. So that's another possibility. It doesn't have to just go straight up to target. Okay. It could simply, this could be the beginning of an A wave where we just get some kind of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. There's your A wave. Okay, then you get a B wave pullback, and then you get a C, and then it comes down again in 3 waves. Okay, and that's a WXY, and then we get a bigger moonshot. That becomes an A, B, or a WX, and this becomes a Y. And that's a larger correction that takes a lot more time. So we don't get a giant pump, but we do get some kind of a market pump here. But it's not a forever pump. But it's definitely going to be pumpy over the next. So there's a scenario, guys, that could play out. There, we could get something complex there. So don't get too moon boy on me. That we're not going up to make new highs in crypto here. There's too many, guys. There are too many wave structures that can be made here that are designed to take your money. Okay, so just realize that this may be just the beginning of some wave. So look for a 5-wave move to play out. Yeah, look for this to pump and maybe make 5 waves if it can, right? If it does. And then maybe just a 3-wave move to the upside. This could be a lot. This could be just an ABC here. We could get an ABC here, and we could get an ABC there, and that becomes a really shallow. So it doesn't even have to go up that deep the way I draw it. So this may only have a little bit more upside to go here. Okay, and we get an A wave. All right, and then after that A, we get a B and then a C. Right, but that B is going to come and take out these lows or something, and then come back up, and that B will be convoluted and crappy. So that's a possibility as well. So don't get overly excited about this move that we have, because this is where they like to take your money. It's interesting that we got this pump on Sunday, right? This Sunday pump is an interesting time to get that kind of a pump. When retail traders are at their full attention to the charts and everybody's getting excited, oh, pump, 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 here we go. So watch out. So I'm bullish, yes, but I'm cautious here as far as the wave structure is concerned. And what we really need to make sure that we do is take our time watching this wave structure develop so that we don't get fooled and get some big down move coming in the market. Okay, so don't get overly bullish yet. Okay, be as tempered and an even keel as possible, because this 2-hour chart, guys, is really screaming for some downside. So there needs to be, this 2-hour chart needs to have some kind of a correction. And so, this isn't going to happen overnight, like immediately today or tonight. We might get some kind of move, but more than likely going to get some kind of a consolidation here before that's going to allow the RSI to come down and reset a little bit on the 1 minute before another high is made, so that when that high is made, maybe some divergence is created and things of that nature. So we'll see. Just ideas, guys. Just ideas. All right. So back to big. So targets are hard here, especially with the way this is being constructed. Remember, I've showed you a potential trick, so let's just review ETH a little bit. ETH looks a lot more bullish than Bitcoin does, and so that's leaning me biased to the long side. I'm thinking, okay, probably long here. However, this could be, you got to watch out for this move. This could be a 3-wave move, and then you could get a 5-wave move here. We could get a 5-wave move to the downside here, that you got an A, B, C, and that becomes a flat correction, and then on we go. Okay, so that is a complete possibility. You have to know and understand and pay attention to. Okay, let's look at the that looks very corrective. I feel fairly confident that this is going to make another low, more than likely. Another low will be created here. If it goes up and makes another high, great. But this is looking highly likely that another low in this little area might. That looks very corrective. Yeah, it looks like an ABC. All right. We'll see. We'll see if another low is made. It could be a leading diag of some kind, but probably not. Not the way it's looking. It's looking a little bit. At least one more hit to the low here. That's looking awful deep too. It took out this area, so that's an interesting depth in that position there. Let's see what happens right here, guys. Just let's watch it for a moment. Like I said, I'm bullish, but man, I'm cautiously because I see some wave structures, guys, that they could create. I see a lot of opportunity for market makers to take a lot of money from people, especially on these pumps. I see it totally strong possibility here. Depends on what they make here. There you go. Let's see here. We got divergence on the 1 minute chart. Very oversold on the 1 minute and divergence. Five minute, you still have the hidden bull in the 5 minute. It's pretty strong. And potentially divergence being set in here on that move right there. That could be divergent there on the 5 minute as well. Let's see what the next green. Let's see what the next candle holds on the 5 minute chart. If it gets bearish here or bullish. Whoops, sorry. I know I'm probably ignoring you guys in the chat. Sorry. I'll get back with you in just a minute. I'm just watching this for a moment. Okay. So let's talk about the shenanigans here that could be playing out. So let's just pay attention. So I've shared the bullishness. Okay, this is, this could be a three-wave move down. Retesting this, we could get another move to the upside here. That's totally possible and plausible. Based on this wave structure, I've got a three-wave shape here. I got the divergence I look for at the end of a wave. At the end of wave, so I've got hidden bull on this chart. Now they could wipe out that hidden bull very quickly with a strong move to the downside. So this hidden bull that's here can get wiped out. There's no problem with that. So understand that. Okay, so what are the shenanigans? Because that's what you guys really need. I mean, if this continues pumping up, fantastic. But where can it go from here? What are the shenanigans? Let me look at ETH one more time on the small time frame. I want to look at what ETH is doing. ETH a lot of times the wave structure is a lot more clear. See, look at the 1 minute wave structure. It was just such a nice wave here. A 3-wave move. You've got divergence at the 5-wave there. It's just pretty. It's just pretty. Now they could roll it over and continue it down, right? But right now that looks gorgeous for as a 3-wave move. I got strong hidden bull in the 5-minute chart. So I mean, there's strong indicators of bullishness there on ETH still, looking good. So let's, I'm not ready to say goodbye yet to Bitcoin to the downside yet. Not ready to let her go from a bullish bias. Okay, so what are the shenanigans though? So here's one shenanigan that you could get this beginning some kind of a WXY to the downside, and then it goes up after that. So we retest the lows, shake out, and then up we go. So if you get a wave to the downside, that's a possibility, especially if it comes down in 3 waves. Now I'm not inclined to that because this was so big and took so long. It looks much more like a correction of this wave. It looks much more likely that this would be heading up. That we could have a 1-2, 1-2 on our hands, and then getting ready to go for maybe a big wave to the upside. This might be a very, very large wave. We might get a big old pump here for a 3rd wave here. Okay, so that's possible there. So don't be. That's totally on the table from a wave structure standpoint. From the RSI standpoint, they've got a little work to do. But if they take it up fast enough, and the pullbacks are careful enough, they can get price up there, no problem. Making some kind of a 5-wave move like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, getting up here to 20 to 21K. That's a nice move for Bitcoin. What's the percentage there? It's 7%. That's a nice move. Now that's possible, but we'll have to wait and see what she does here. So what are some shenanigans? What are some downside counts here? Well, there's one for you. What's another shenanigan that could play? Well, again, we did not break this level here. We didn't break this level, so we could have a 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, and then this could be a 1, 2. And then now we're beginning to work our way on down for a much bigger wave to the downside. That's going to take us down and break these lows. Okay? Now, it's possible. This could be a very bearish setup. 1, 2, 1, 2. We didn't break that. Here we go. Now, my problem with that count, I struggle with that count because Ethereum doesn't give me the same look that one does. However, doesn't mean it can't do it. Let's look at Ethereum's bearish count here. This 3-wave move did not break this right here. Didn't break this. So this could be a 1, 2 to the downside. 1, 2. This did not break. This count gets invalidated the moment this high is broken. On Bitcoin, the moment 19,700 is broken, okay, 19,007, it's like 703 or something like that. 19,703, the moment that high gets taken out, the 1212 count gets invalidated. Okay. Now, if you ask me to give a percentage, what percentage chance do you think, Jim, the 1212 count will play? Probably 20% chance. 20. I'm 80% bull right now and 20% bear. That's kind of where I am because of what I'm seeing in the charts. Okay. Now, temporarily, we do need some reset on the RSI, which we have gotten on the 30-minute. We've come down to the 50 on the 30-minute. So that's a good pullback on the 30-minute RSI. Let's see. When does that 30-minute candle close? In about 4 minutes. Perfect. 15-minute has come down and below, is reset some. So we've gotten some good pullback. So if the market wants to be bullish and wants to pump, there's no problem from an RSI standpoint. This thing could pump. Okay, no problems at all. Okay, the 1 minute we've reset. We've got divergence down here. We've got, there's every reason in the world we could pump here. So I tend to be right now, like I said, about 80% bull, 20% bear. So I'm cautiously bullish. I am in a trade. I am long right now, because of this three-wave shape that I got, because of the hidden bullishness on the chart, because of this regular bullish divergence. I see all that, and I'm saying, yeah, there's a potential here. Even though they could take those things out, I'm ready to be wrong. Okay, so there's a potential for another bullish move. Especially looking at ETH on the small time frame, 5-minute chart. You got the hidden bull on that chart. Pretty strong. You got a three-wave pullback. It just looks highly likely that once the hour rolls over, we might get a pump to the upside for the next move. Okay, so that seems likely to me. That's the way I'm thinking here. Let's look at XRP. Just take a peek at that wave structure as well, because this wave structure, I'll tell you what, has been a thorn in my rear end. But looking at this, we had basically a three-wave move. This has turned out to be a three-wave move. So we might indeed be making some kind of a larger impulse to the upside. That's going to be maybe some kind of a 5-wave move that even breaks the high before we come down. And that could be ready to go down there. This didn't come down, to be honest with you, as deep as I thought it should or could. I'm surprised, to be honest with you, it did not come down deeper. So, I do like that possibility there for more downside, right? But the wave structure here is just so trashy, it's unreal. So trashy. Let's look at the possibility here of a move down. Small time frame here. This is an interesting wave here. Maybe a leading diag, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with a three-wave pullback. It's a flat, and maybe if it goes up again, let's see. Three down, three up, 5 down, looks good. 5-minute chart, I've got hidden bull. Exaggerated bull. It's not great. It's not beautiful, but it's there. They could continue taking it down. They could wipe out that hidden bull with a stronger move to the downside. You got to always understand that RSI is just, it is what it is, right? It's just an indicator. And that the signal could be taken out. What we try to do is look at the preponderance of the charts. What are they all pointing to here? So ADA, it looks very three-wave-ish here. Came to the 786. It's got a very three-wave-ish look. Just doesn't look finished. It doesn't have the same hidden bullish divergence though on the higher time frames. 15-minute, the same divergence isn't there, but it did reset to the 50, so that's fine, dandy there. 5-minute chart. I do have hidden bull in the 5-minute. So we could see another 5-minute pump here for ADA as well. That would get us up to a higher target zone and a better three-wave shape. Then it might come down after that. Let's see. All right, is this possible that this could be I know this guy's looks like a 5-wave move, but is it possible that is a, excuse me, it looks like a 3-wave move. Is it possible that that's a 5-wave move? Let me talk about that for a moment. Yes, we might be going up. Okay? We might be going up. But if this is 5 waves, candy cane with a spike, it's what we call an extended 5th wave. Okay? We got a 1, 2, 3, 4 extended 5th. Extended 5th waves often look like 3-wave moves. If that's the case, that's 5 waves. If it is 5 waves, you're not going to see the divergence, especially because it's extended 5th. You could get a 3-wave pullback with continuation. So we might come down something like this before it goes up. And so watch out for something like that as well. This is kind of coming down fairly strong. I mean, the candles look fairly strong there in the 30-minute chart, but it's only 3 waves, okay? And those 3 waves measure very correctively right now. They're got a perfect corrective measurement. We have a very much an ABC look to it, where we've got 5 waves in C here. Okay, it looks very good. So it very much looks like an A, B, and a C, down to corrective levels with the hidden divergence that we look for. So, I mean, I still like this up, but if they take a big candle to the downside here, then then there's a possibility that we continue down, but we may only come down in 3 waves. We may come down in like 5. This may get down here, come back up and come down. Maybe give you a 5-wave look. 3-wave pullback, and then another, and then another 5-wave look, A, B, C. Now that's a count. That's a count, guys. It's not pretty, but it's possible. Okay, because what that gives you is a 1, 2, 2, and then another 1. That's an unlikely 1, but it's nevertheless it's potential. With another 2, and then we get a big pump after that. So again, just looking at wave structures with you guys, showing you plausible, possible things. There's so many things market makers can do right now, and they tend to do a lot of tricky things on Sunday nights and into Monday, because they got to keep you guessing, right? They got to keep you guessing. They've got to take your money from you as well. So they're going to give you a look at the chart. They're going to give you a look. And then they're going to try to, they're going to try to take your money from you. So you just got to be ready for that. So just be aware that's a potential on the table, that this could indeed come down on you 3 waves and then pump, right? The market, I say this all the time, and I'll say it again. The market often goes where you expect it to go, just not in the way you expect it. Okay. So I know I'm going all over the place here, guys, but I'm just really studying this wave action carefully, saying, okay, based on what I got, based on what I'm seeing, what could be playing, what could be happening. Let me check the chat, see how you guys are doing. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm taking out the shorts, Emmerman. I don't know. What is CHZ, man? What is CHZ? What is that? And what chart? Okay. All right. Let's see what happens right here. I could see a couple of things happening. I could see this going up in 3 overnight, hitting the low and continuing, or I could see this pumping to the next level from here, possibly. And then I could also see this come down, up, and then down again, and then another pump. Those are kind of, and then finally the bearish look, that this continues as an impulse wave. I look for a 3-way pullback and then short it because we could dump the lows. Come on, baby. Go, baby, go. Vincent, are you tracking? You're tracking. Awesome. Chili's. What was Chili's the latest Ponzi scheme out there? I haven't been paying attention. Let me look at DXY for a minute. Let me show you what I'm seeing at DXY. Guys, let me know if BTC starts pumping up the jams. I've got it over here on my other screen, so. All right, so it's a tough trend line to draw there. Something like that. Got a nice channel, and so we've come up to resistance here. Resistance here in this area, and resistance here as well. All right. So, and also I think we're coming to the, what extension are we at? The extension I don't think matters there that we've come to. 786, it's not a really anything I'm caring about too much. So anyway, this is looking, decent for at least a little bit of a pullback, right? At least a pullback right here. Which what I just drew on that chart right there, I'm on the weekly chart. Okay. You know how many weeks that is that I just drew right there? That is just what I drew right there. If we get a wave structure like that, that's into September of 2023. Just what I drew there. If we just get some kind of a three-wave move, even similar to this right here, similar, that's going to take over a year to play out. Just that little bit of a wave structure, and there's a very high likelihood we get a bit of a pullback here where we are. And so this initial dumpy move here could indeed allow BTC and the markets to get a rally at a key moment when the government, as it were, would like to show that the markets are doing well. So I see dumpage potentially in DXY. Not forever, because I think DXY will end up going up again. But you do have divergence here. It's pretty strong on the weekly. Right there. This weekly divergence is strong. And you're retesting right now the momentum trend line on the RSI. It's retesting it right now. That if it breaks, if the momentum of the DXY on this weekly chart, on this next weekly candle, breaks this low, breaks that candle there, all right, that's going to be a clear signal that the DXY is pulling back, at least for a corrective wave, maybe back to the 50-40 zone, which could be followed by another hit to the high after that, okay, which is into 2024, doing that, right? But that would create divergence here, like that, and that would be the final hurrah for the dollar potentially, before the dollar finally really tanks and dies off. Because this is very much a corrective wave, guys. This very much looks corrective. I don't think it's going to go much up past. I don't think it's going to pass 120. Just because I don't think that doesn't mean it can't happen. I'm just saying that I don't think so. I don't think the dollar's going to hit 120. So, and I think the people running the show, the central banks have several years more prep before they transition us out of the fiat currency into the digital world that's coming. So the digital world that's coming, guys, is probably going to take a little longer than you think. And I know you guys, I know y'all want price to go skyrocketing. I know you want it to go up fast and you want it to go hit 100K right now. I just don't think I don't think that's coming, okay? Not for a couple of years, at least. I think we're going to be, in a sideways range for Bitcoin, somewhere between 20K and 40K over the next 2 years. And we're going to be in that range going up and down. And if you want to make money in that environment, you really need to learn how to analyze wave structure. And the Discord. The reason I would encourage you to join the Discord is I work my tail off to keep up with the wave structure for you, so that as you're monitoring your investment, you can kind of know key areas to be buying and selling based on wave structures, and at least know what could be coming next. And so it's really, really powerful to be part of that. I think it's worth a $40 investment per month to be part of that. And if you're a day trader, if you like to trade a lot, then the second tier, which is $95, that's where I share all my trade setups. Not just my analysis. I do share trade setups in the main group, but it's mainly in the form of live streams and analysis. But I share, signals and whatnot, and what I'm looking at, what I'm looking to trade in the second tier. And you need to be a decent trader. You got to have a good stop loss strategy, a good risk management strategy. You need to be a decent trader to be in that group. But at least that's where you get my real-time trade ideas and what I'm taking. Because I trade a very small time frame chart. So if you're a day trader and you like trading a lot and you have a good risk management system, and you're not just a gambler looking to copy somebody's trades, I don't recommend tier 2 if that's you. If you're just looking to copy somebody's trades, then no way. I do not recommend you to be in there. You need to be having you need a good risk management strategy. And if you want to learn that, tier 1 is plenty. Go through the educational materials, stay part of the Discord for a couple of months, start to develop an understanding of Elliott wave and how to manage your risk in this environment. And then you can begin trading. But don't come in and lose a ton of money because you're a gambler and you don't have any risk management. So I'd invite you into the Discord, okay? Hey, Ricky Spanish, there you go. There's a guy who's been working hard at it like that. I love you, buddy. Thanks for that word. I appreciate it. All right, thank you. Thank you, Emeran. Appreciate it. What's your Discord handle? Because I don't recognize it, man. All right, guys. There's only 55 of you here. You might all be Discord people. That'd be funny. All right. Let's see. So this is what I'm thinking for DXY. So it's time for a pullback. I see a very strong likelihood for a pullback here. And then maybe we get another high later on to give us some divergence. Okay. Very similar to this area right here. Would not be surprised. Hey, getting a little bit of a move here on the small time frame. Yeah, keep going. Oh, okay. Say, Seth. I didn't. You're on a different handle tonight. All right. I didn't recognize your name. Whose name are you under now? All right. Yeah. Let's see here. What do we got? I did XRP. The hidden bull here on XRP is plain. Let's see if we get another hit to the high. Higher time frame. Yeah, see the higher time frame though. I mean, we could be getting something like this, where this is a three-wave move here and it's done. We could get something like that, but man. Oh, sorry. I just don't know. So, let's see what... Hidden bull down here. Man. See, my problem, man, is XRP looks like it needs to go down more. That's my issue. Is that a leading diag? Or is that just three waves? One, two, 1, 2. Big move up coming. Let's see. See, the move on XRP is just uncharacteristic. That's my issue. I'm having a hard time with it. It looks like XRP. I can't stop yawning. I'm tired, guys. It needs to come down here. So, could we be getting... some kind of move that then comes down like that? Where is everybody tonight, guys? Only 53 of you. Hey, yeah, let's check the CME gap. That'd be a good idea. SPX as well. I would like to see that gap stay there. Two-thirds of the slope after the first bull run. Yeah, there is a gap for sure. Angry sack magic. Sometimes y'all screen names tickle me. That's funny. Ah. I do. Where's D Shizzle though? I haven't seen D Shizzle in so long. He takes the cake. The best name ever. I don't know what angry sack magic is, but it sounds bad. It sounds bad. Magic sack. It doesn't sound good at all. We gotta keep it clean. It's bad. I'm sorry. Stop. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Angry sack magic. That's the name. That's horrible. Okay, I gotta stop. I can't. We'll be right back after these messages. I'm gonna. Woo, woo, yep. All right, are you guys back? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know when the when the ad is over. All right. Now. It's no, I think angry sack magic is the ointment. It's a new ointment sold in stores. Do you have an angry sack? Is it? Is it overwhelmed with? Is it overwhelmed with fungus? Try angry sack magic. New. Okay. All right. Change your name. Back to why I was looking at your name. It says, look at the chart, 2/3 of the slope. I don't know what that means, 2/3 of the slope after the first bull run. That's where we are in XRP. I think you're looking at a fractal, but if you could... we gotta stop. we gotta stop. Okay, I'm trying to get serious here. I lost some viewers. All right. If you seriously though, Angry Sack, if you could, if you could clarify your question. All right. After which pump was it? I'm just trying to. The first bull run. Okay, let's look at the daily chart. Serious, guys. We're serious. I mean. This could be reversal-ish. I mean, guys, look here. Look. We got the same kind of bottom here on XRP. Coming down. This might be, ready to fly. Now, chances are it's going to come all the way back down like this wave did. Retest the lows before it goes again. But, that's plausible. This is a plausible, temporary bottom. Hey, Chester, how's it going, buddy? Big news. Do we know what time? Yeah, I gotcha. Maybe. See, I look at this and I see major. See, I'm just looking at this chart. There's the hidden bearish divergence is crazy. It's crazy big. See that here? It's big time. Exaggerated bear right there. So, I'm guys, while I'm bullish, I'm cautiously bullish. Because I see shenanigans that could play. Let's just step back. Let me just take all bias. I'm gonna just work on this for a minute and see what else I can see here. What if what if this is an A, B, and we get a C up here that doesn't break that high right there? Could that be a 1-2 to the downside? Is that possible? If we get a pump up to here, but it doesn't break this high, it's a bearish count. Boom, and then we go down. Something to watch out for. So we still get a pump, but it's not like up here, it's not 25K. So that's another account. I'm just looking for alternatives to just straight up, right? At the end of the day, we could be dealing with an A, B, and now a C wave, right? And we're working our way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be any wave shape. It doesn't have to go straight up. It'd be really cool though if it went straight up. Whoop. Wouldn't that be awesome? Pump up the jams. Pump it up. It's looking good for ETH. Publicly redacted versions of the briefs, and then after that for XRP, November 15th. Okay. All right, guys. Well, all right, what else? It needs to flag out for a little while. Guys, I'm bullish. I'm having a hard time being otherwise. Like I said, about 80-20. But I would like to see this wave get up, start getting up and going. That would make my day. If we got a wave like this, I just don't know that the RSI is going to support it. They'd have to. They'd have to do some work. ADA looks like it needs to go up. ADA looks like it's ready to do that. That's what ADA looks like. Y'all asked me to look at chilies. I never did. Why? So what's so special about chilies? Why am I looking at chilies? Because one, two, three, four, five. There's three. 3, 4, 5. This doesn't look like 3 waves. Doesn't look finished, but it doesn't look like 3 waves. A, B, C. Yeah, I'll look at ETC for you. The hidden bearish divergence on this is fairly strong. There's hidden bear on this chart. I'd like to see this finish. That would be bad if it did that. 3, 3, 5. Could be done. Or we got to go down, hit the low one more time, and then go up. See, that's the question. Is that A, B, C right there? And this is wave 4? Or is this 1, 2? And now we're getting ready to... We need to get moving, though. If it's gonna go up, it needs to get moving. Needs to get out of this range. I think all of them, if they're going to go up, they need to get moving pretty quick from a wave structure standpoint. We need to start getting something big and fast and furious. Let's see if we get something big, fast, and furious. That'd be awesome. Something rivaling this wave here and this price movement there. That'd be awesome. That would be amazing. Just, I don't know. I don't know. That wave structure's tough. Looks like it needs to go up, though. If I had to guess. It needs to go up. Oh. Wonder if we get something like this where I don't know, we got some pretty good. The RSI's reset pretty good on the hourly. Plenty of room for that thing to go up. To go up and just start trucking. Let's see if we get a pump between now and next couple of hours. Oh man, this is just a I don't know burger at this point. It's up or down, guys. I mean, I've shared. I'm 80% bullish, 20% bearish, and just how it's going to go up, I'm not sure. So watch out for the shenanigans. If I should just summarize watch out for maybe a hit to the high right here, and then a wave down, boom, 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 and then up. Watch out for something like that. In Ethereum, that would be very similar, where you got 3 down, 3 up, 5 down, and then it continues on. So watch out for a shenanigan move like that. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's much more likely we simply get a bit of a flag here, and then the next move flag. And I shared earlier how that probably plays with an expanded flat or a running flat. So but this chart looks so bullish. We've already broken this high. We need to get out of this range. We gotta, as Chemo or Seth said, we got a box here. So we bounced off the bottom of the box. If we break out of that box, that's gonna be it's gonna be bust a move time. Boom. Boom, continue on. And this will become a 1 and a 2. And we get a larger wave coming. So let's see how this thing pumps. I mean, I see this as a Very strong possibility, but just bear in mind, bear in mind, get it, bear. We could get some kind of just an A, B, C, where this goes up in 5 waves. And that becomes just like, it could be the A. See, this is where it gets convoluted. That could just be, we could then get something like this, right? Or we could get a 3-wave correction of that, and then another 3-wave move like that. So that becomes a WXY correction of this, in which case we go down from here, okay? So, that's another possibility, that we don't get the big pump that I'm looking for. We just get a moderate pump, back in 3, up in 3, something like that. And then we go down again. So we got boom, boom, and then we go down again. Like so. In which case, in that case, if something like that played out, then we'd be looking long from here. So I'm bullish, but it may not go up as high as you think it's going to go. So watch the RSI, watch the signs in the RSI, watch the signs in the wave structure as well. And bear in mind, I do not think we're in a wave 4. I know somebody mentioned that. My bullish count would be 1, 2. And now we're in a wave 3. We're in the beginning of wave 3. So in other words, 3 is going to come way up here. If this is a wave 3, this is where we're coming. Something like that. We're getting something like this. And then we're going to pull back in a continuation. So, that's what we're looking at. Which could be an ABC. What could that be? Yeah, that could just be an A wave. That's very likely right there. Get B or W, X, Y. Then all of a sudden you got boom, 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 boom. That's how complex they can get on you. They can get awful complex on you guys. Remember, the market's going to take a lot of time. Market's going to take a lot of time. So let's just be smart. Let's trade the wave structures in the smaller time frame and the higher time frame. The smaller time frames. Let's watch the signals, see what the waves are doing, and then we'll just play the signals as they come. Guys, I'm pretty exhausted. I've had a long day. Let's call it a live. Thank you, guys. I really enjoyed laughing tonight with you and enjoyed hanging out with you. We've gone over DXY. We've gone over XRP, ADA, ETH, and Bitcoin. That gives a good, general idea of the market. I already kind of looked at the micro level. And share some ideas on the micro, so you might rewind and see what I shared for Bitcoin and ETH towards the beginning of the video, what I expected on the micro. So if you want to rewind to the beginning, Chester, that'd be just fine. Micro time frame. This is looking good as a. This looks good as the end of a wave. As the end, the best I can see. It's a good A, B, C. So this is a wave 1. So it should finish wave 1 at some point. 2, and then something like that. Let's see how it develops. But you know, 3, 4, 5, right? Pull back, continuation. Remember, the other possibility is that this just goes up. 3 waves, breaks the top, comes down in 5, continues on. Running flat A, B, C. Those are bullish constructions. All right, guys, if you need help trading this thing, come on into the Discord. Just become a Patreon supporter. We'll get you into the Discord tonight, and we'll keep you guys updated on the wave structure. All right, with that, let's call it a night. I need to hit it. You guys have a great night, and appreciate y'all stopping by the channel. And all right, guys. Chester, you got to get in the Discord, man. Get in the Discord. You can come right now. You don't have to wait till the end of the month. Nothing. So just come on in. Tier 1 of Patreon. So, all right. Take it easy, guys. Have a good night.